I hope it's not very controversial. Which one is the real legitimate working committee? There are two.
But according to us, there's only one NNPG. So, be it 2 or 3, we don't know, but we are one. Even Kitovi is part of the NNPG. And we have never seen 2, 3. We have seen only one. That is one NNPG, and Kitovi, Kyomokam, all are part of it.
It's still part of it.
It's still part of it because we have signed one agreed position. It's collectively signed by all NNPG.
So यदि straight question एक था, अपनी इतिहास में जवाब दिशी clearly कि working committee NNPG का एक था ऐसे कुछ है, ठीक है सर, सर नाका मानो confuse ऐसे, नाका मानो confuse ऐसे कि working committee एक था ऐसे NNPG, एक था ऐसे working committee NNPGs. Now, if we look back to the way back 2017, November 19, if I'm not mistaken, agreed position was signed under the banner of working committee NNPG. So, sir, where your installation program has just happened today on 8th of February. So, what is your position with the government of India?
The position we have taken on signing this agreed position is continued. We cannot change, and it cannot be changed. It will never be changed.
Well, I think this is to the convener. To India or Myanmar boundary fencing cholaise to WC or any all the affiliates of the working committee, the NNPGs, kami tadi keep. I would want retired General Neil Paul to answer.
With regard to the border fencing, when it comes to the Naga inhabited area, all along we have been maintaining a consistent stand that it is already enshrined in our agreed position that the free movement regime, which we have at the present, that is restricted to only 16 kilometers. However, we have put a proposal, and it is already agreed in principle. It is already enshrined in agreement that instead of the border fencing, the free movement regime will be extended beyond 36 kilometers. And therefore, our main concern is we all need to put our heads and minds together in order to bring to fruition the agreed position. Once the agreed position is implemented, then the controversy of border fencing will not arise.
Itu kita begitu. Ada orang boleh tengok. Dia punya bapa baca kokai tak boleh deh. Itu mana itu kancing dah boleh deh. Nanti bo, itu orang lagi.
Since only the final inking is left now, what is the point of this new NNPG committee? Is there a new agenda for it?
No,
Why is the...
We have no any new agenda.
Okay.
NNPG is only one, as we told you. It is one and it will be one. Now, Wantin and Kitovi, our former convener NNPG, have been impeached by his government. And I say he is no more a member to the NNPG because he has been reported back by his own government after impeachment. After impeachment, he is no more the member of NNPG. Therefore, we try our best to convince him, not to float a new group. But he has floated new group. And NSA unification become two.
1 second, what you are trying to say is that like you are trying to convince him to come back to your group again.
No, we tried our best.
Okay.
All of us tried our best that he should not float new group because talk is on. A great position has been already signed. The group is not much important than the talk. Talk also concluded. Therefore, we said whether you are terms of NSA unification or no, it is less important for all of us. The talk is only to conclude under your leadership. We all are with you. Therefore, never to be floated new group. But you have floated new group. Therefore, we try our best. We took almost 10 months waiting him. That what is to be done to contain him, to make him a part of the NNPG. Therefore, ultimately, with great difficulties, we have decided to offer him the position of advisor of the NNPG. Because on his impeachment, convener is no more. Therefore, we have offered him advice, but he have rejected that. Okay, our collective offer. Okay, and he have floated again another NNPG. This is very unfortunate, but we feel that he is part of the NNPG.
Let me supplement on it. As I have stated earlier, it is not a creation of new working committee. It is not even restructuring, I should say. It is a continuous process. The relying point here is we all have one agreement. We are all committed to it. And so our concern is to implement that agreement which we already have in hand. The division or not division within the NNPG is of no prior concern. The relying point is we all have one agreed position. We are all committed to it. And we are all looking forward to work together as earlier. So this division thing is of no big concern.
Now, sir, stating to our honorable sir, Wantin, impeachment like that, we should be. I mean, yet Naga political groups decided they are trending nishna. Impeachment. Julia said, "Aro sir, apni kan yadi buina daga dibi kumbado impeach talaga party block kura lagabe ami kan dikhi ase, buni ase. Even if I don't mention particular name." So instead of Nagas coming together, apni kan dia sir statement dia sab to impeachment government bra pilai dia. So bishi ase so Naga manu confused no bole. Can you all go together?
That can be possible. As I told you, NNPG is only one. A great position has been signed by the NNPG under the leadership of Kitovi, because he have been sent, delegated by his government, signed by General Naga as a president. Now, when Nscn unification under the leadership of General Naga impeached him and recalled him back from NNPG, he become nobody. But still the NNPG try our level best to keep the things intact, right? So we requested him not to make another group. Even if he is impeached, it hardly means for NNPG because he is a leader. So I even physically met him in depth. He said, never to be from any group. Whether you are in or out, you are a leader. You will remain to be a leader. Don't move. But he has floated the organization. That is very unfortunate. We feel it. So even after floating, we NNPG feel that he should be part of the NNPG because agreement position has been already signed. We cannot deny him he is the leader. He is not only leader, he is also leader. So we offer him advisor, the position of advisor, and we have never appointed convener. And we feel that even as an advisor he can lead us. But he have rejected our offer as an advisor. So he have met himself convener with a few group of people. Therefore, the new convener need to be elected or appointed. That's how new convener has been appointed. Not only for the leader sitting here, for all the Nagas, including.
If talks have to continue at the center for certain things again, which group is going to go and speak to the center and the home? To the home? Are both Kitovi's team going to go? Is our team over here going to represent the people?
Come to that. You see, let us be very precise. The precise message which we would like to convey is, you see, all the Naga political groups who have been engaged in the peace process since the inception and who are still existing today, we are all equal stakeholders. It is just to maintain decorum that we need a nominal head. Otherwise, a person being a convener or no convener without undermining the position of a convener, that is not that is immaterial. Rather, it is just to maintain decorum that we need a nominal head. Same case applies to Kitovi Jimomi. At the moment, he may no longer be a convener, but he's one of the main leader who have been, navigating the process all this while. So he continues to be not only a stakeholder, but he continues to be a main leader. And together we are moving. Minor differences will be there, but that is within the family. That will be sorted out. But when it comes to Naga issue, we all have one clear objective. And our process is based on one agreement, which we are all committed to. That is a great position, and we are all equal stakeholders. We have been moving together and will move together until the logical conclusion of the talks. And so the question of this division, that division is becoming a convener, is not becoming a convener, or who will lead, who will not lead, does not arise. We are all equal stakeholders. We all shoulder the responsibility equally, and we will continue to pursue the issue together.
So your question, who will, right?
Who will
In
represent?
case if government of India invites NNPG, who will represent? This is a silly question. Because the talk have been already concluded. Concluded not by the NNPG. It is the government of India who had fixed the date. That October, the 30 days of October 2019, it was too long. We cannot cross, we cannot go beyond 31st October 2019. That was the date fixed by the government. And forcibly, we were made to conclude the talk. And there is no more talk. We will not have any talk with the government. It has been concluded. It become a book. It become the part of the history. So if government of India invites, all of us will, because the talk is for the Nagas. NNPG means all the Nagas, including Kitovi. We cannot exclude him because he is a leader.
Sir, to your left. What is the main agenda of today's gathering, and what message do you want to send to the Naga people and the government of India?
See, within the working committee and NNPG, as the question has been raised, of course, for the people, it is ordinarily open to see the division, but internally, actually, there is no any such differences. There was this minor misunderstanding in one of the group. All the way for the last 2 months, we have been trying all our best to resolve the matter, and that will continue. Today, as our leaders has already spoken, it became a necessity for us, since NNPG means a group of different organizations. So we cannot just move like it. And for that, we have decided to select a new convener and alongside 2 more working convener. As far as the message to the Naga people is that, as I have said during my speech, and as I have invited all the Naga men and women, intellectuals and leaders, civil society organizations, and as I have said, see, unless if we work collectively, unless if we put a collectively first, it is not, this Naga political issue is not my issue. It is not your issue. It belongs to all individual person, whoever calls themselves as a Naga. And therefore, while we try to resolve the matter, it is important for us to see how the people, Naga people living in southern Nagaland, living in Assam, living in northern Nagaland, living in eastern Nagaland, we need to take care of everybody. And if we need to come to a understanding so that we are able to resolve the matter. And that is why we have come together so that we can send this message to the people that unless if we all come together, there is no happy. That is all was the message for today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. One last question. Aji laga program de Naga Student Federation Vice President Ravi Khuda Boshe, Dimapur Naga Student laga President Ravi message bishi damor dishe ki Naga freedom struggle de support kore ase student bi boli bi sob manu milibo lage koi ase. And whereas it has a present scenario de Nagaland is actually 28 Naga political groups ase bishi. So don't you think it's worrying? As a leader,
it is a fact that there has been emergence of so many splinter groups, so many self-created political groups in a very prolonged struggle with so many external forces working. Definitely there will be a split, there will be some oppositions, but the most important thing is, do we have enough clarity about our goals, about our struggle? That's more important. We cannot, of course, we cannot ignore the emergence of so many political groups. It has also become a sort of disappointment. It has become, a big upstumbling block at the same time. But the most important thing is we need to identify who are genuinely working and who are not. I think it's high time even the Naga people should start contemplating on that. Not every political group may be genuinely working for the Nagas. Not every political group may be having the same perspective as those who are really working for the Nagas. So, of course, sometimes it's worrisome also. It's worrisome, but at the same time, we need to be courageous enough that despite all the setbacks, as long as we are clear about our objective, and it is high time that not only the Naga political groups, but people should also, even though they are disappointed and frustrated because of so many mischievousness among the Naga political groups, I think the Naga people should also take it in a very sensitive manner that the Naga issue is too serious to be left alone to the Naga political groups. So the Naga people should now start speaking up and try to identify and expose, as I said earlier, it's high time that we should start exposing the lies and deception and try to identify the genuine political groups who are really committed to resolving the Naga issue.
Yeah, I think just to supplement what the working convener is saying, yeah, the concern from which the student bodies have raised, I think we acknowledge that, the delay of solution and the differences within the Naga, groups. So I think all of us, we have to work out something for that to address the impatience of our younger generation. And I think one question which one of our reporter has raised, I think, to Government of India. I think it's high time now. The talk has been concluded since 2019, 31st October. And one can imagine, with long time, And in a democracy, you can't expect 100%, The majority decides. And I think our civil society, our NGOs, and even our intellectual, I think they are also running out of their patience, They have given their best. What more can we expect from them? So that's kind of a situation we are all facing. So I think our message is loud and clear. Enough is enough now. That's the kind of a gentleman agreement we had, the roadmap which we all had. And with due respect to our other, the negotiating party from the IM side, they also have, they say that it's a chart of demand or whatever it is. If that is good for the Nagas, then I think all of us should be, support to that. But we are yet to see the content of that, so we are not against to that. But I think on the part of the working committee, we have given out the roadmap, what we have agreed in principle, that's the black and white, not through, our expressions. I think that's the message we want to send it to, even to the Government of India and by and large to the Naga people.
I'll ask a question. Do you have any roadmap for common, the document to sign? Do you think you can send a team that side and talk or invite them? Is there any roadmap for common document?
Well, I think the common kind of a roadmap or kind of a draft. Both the negotiating party, the working committee and the Nscn IM has already had with Government of India now. So I think the ball is in the court of Government of India, since they are the giver. So only after that, among us, whether that kind of a draft is coming out from the government of India side, or the roadmap which government of India is ready to give, but it is yet to come up with that. So I think on our part that's clear on that.
What about a message from the working committee to the government of Nagaland or the delay in the peace agreement, in the Indo-Naga peace agreement? Is there a message to the government of Nagaland?
Well, I think since 31st October 2019, even before that, the working committee, we were open, because at this point of time, the solution is not going to be 100% sovereignty. It is loud and clear. So the working committee has met them many times, and we have shared, the roadmap, the status paper, which is, supposed to be, agreed upon. So I think government of India, government of Nagaland is well aware. It's, I think 70–80% have been still in power, after the election. So on our part, we have met them and we have, requested them that it's the bounding duty of the elected member, because government of India, unless the state government is, the confidence is taken to, I think they will not, bold enough to take that. So I think it's high time, the present government, led by our Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Rio, also should, take a call, a decision. I think that's.
It is a fact that the state government is a subsidiary of the central government. So when we say state government, ultimately it reflects the position of the central government as well. So I think, but one thing here is, the 60 MLAs, they are all Nagas by blood. So the part of being the subsidiary of the state government as a Naga by blood, we are hopeful that they are more genuinely concerned. So it is for them also being on the ground, it is also for them to give the proper feedback to the central government, the need for an early solution. It is incumbent upon them as the public representative, the suffering of the people, they should note it duly and they should give the proper feedback and the urgency of an early solution. It is their responsibility.